This time we are going to look at the most powerful computer manufacturers all over the world, actually the leading companies that are making computers. Okay, as part of understanding computer, it's important for you to know some of the companies that make computers, and perhaps even the right computers to buy. That information is very, very important, and we should quickly look at who makes computers. Top on the list is IBM. The most famous computer manufacturer is IBM, which stands for International Business Machines. Okay, International Business Machines Corporation. Too often, it is also stood for, actually, cynics try to call it incredibly boring machines. Others called it inertia breeds mediocrity. Others called it international big mother, imperialism by marketing, idealized by management, incompetence becoming managers, intolerant of beards or mustaches. IBM also stood for it baffles me. Others called it is a big mess. Others called this it is better manually. But those negative comments apply to just IBM's past. In the 1990s, IBM switched and it became open-minded and very friendly, and it was very successful company. So IBM is based in New York State. During the 1950s, the 1960s, and the 1970s, IBM was famous mainly for selling huge computers called max computers or mainframes, supercomputers, or powerful servers. Later, IBM started selling smaller computers also. IBM's first successful small computer was a desktop computer called the IBM Personal Computer, or IBM PC. Then other companies made imitations called IBM Compatible Computers or IBM PC clones. Now most desktop and notebook computers are IBM compatible. Recently, IBM stopped making cheap computers for consumers. Instead, IBM sells just very expensive computers. It sells powerful servers to big businesses in the world. For example, IBM used to make a notebook computer called the ThinkPad, but IBM sold its ThinkPad division to a Hong Kong company called Lenovo, which is mainly in Hong Kong, but recently created a headquarters office in North Carolina to look American. But Lenovo is selling all over the world, including Uganda here. The second company that we have to look at that makes computers is HP. It is a Californian company, okay, called Hewlett-Packard, HP, which makes more computers than any other computer in the world. It makes many kinds of computers: powerful servers, desktop computers, laptop computers, handheld computers, and even hidden computers. Some of them are sold under the name Hewlett-Packard. Others are sold under the name Compaq, which is a company that Hewlett-Packard acquired. Handheld computers are sold under the name Palm, which is another company that HP acquired. Many of HP's computers in the US are sold in the chain stores such as Staples, which tend to have the lowest prices. Others are sold in Best Buy. Others are sold in Walmart. The third company to look at is Dell. Now Dell is a Texas company. Okay, it's found in Texas, and it has sold many computers through mail order, but now also sells in chain stores like Best Buys and Staples. It mainly makes desktop computers and notebook computers, though it dabbles in other kinds of computers also. Dell used to have a very good reputation because of high quality, but now it has been challenged by many others, and it is also surviving like others. The fourth computer company to look at is Gateway, an Iowa company. Iowa is one of the states in the US. So that company called Gateway was famous for selling desktop computers through mail order. Gateway acquired a company called eMachines, which was famous for selling desktop computers cheaply. Now Gateway and its eMachines division sell desktop computers and notebook computers through mail order and stores. Gateway moved from Iowa to South Dakota, but now it's headquartered in California. The entire Gateway company was bought by a Taiwan company called Acer, though the headquarters still remains in the US. The other computers are the Asian laptops. We'll look at them. Many companies in Asia especially make very powerful laptops. The most famous are Sony from Japan, Toshiba from Japan, Acer from Taiwan, Asus from Taiwan, and Lenovo from Hong Kong, although it is headquartered in North Carolina. Sony and Lenovo concentrate on high quality. Toshiba and Acer and Asus concentrate on low cost and give you the most amazing deals. There are others called white box computers. Many tiny computer stores build their own computers. Okay, they build their own computers. In Uganda, there is a name for them. Of course, they are not very generic. So they don't have a particular brand. So such unbranded computer is called a white box computer. Since the system unit is typically a plain white metal box, it may be black, but it has no manufacturer's name. So they simply buy that one, then they buy the internal parts from different companies and assemble them. Okay. Actually, in Uganda they are called clones. The clones, they also work well depending on how the parts have been fixed. Another company is called Apple. So Apple is a California company which makes Macintosh, Mac. It makes Mac computers, desktop and notebooks. The iPad, a modern tablet computer, and the iPhone, a smartphone. They are all beautiful to look at, creatively designed, fun and easy to use, reliable, and come with good free help by phone. Apple's Mac computers are particularly popular among graphic artists and magazine publishers. Surprisingly, you don't see Apple computers in most institutions in Uganda. Reason, you try to find out, but it could be that you cannot afford them because the American products quoted in dollars, so some people cannot afford them. So unfortunately, Apple's computers cost a bit more than the competition, and Apple's computers aren't completely compatible with other computers. If you buy an Apple computer, you must learn to do things differently and buy different accessories for it. It cannot use Microsoft, it cannot use Windows, it uses its own software, which is from Mac. It uses its own Mac, it cannot use Linux. You see. Now let us finally look at what is popular according to the research that was made in 2009. Here are the surprising truth. Of all the normal computers, not embedded, not tablet, not handheld, sold in the world at that time, 18% are the HP, Hewlett Packard and its Compaq and Palm divisions. 18%. 12% are Acer and its Gateway and eMachines division. 12% again are taken by Dell, which sells mainly by mail order. 10% are by Lenovo, whose computers are especially popular in Hong Kong, China, and India. 6% are Toshiba, whose notebook computers are especially popular. 4% are Sony, 2% are Asus, 2% are Apple, and they are called Macs. Mac. 2% are by IBM, whose computers are mainly powerful servers, and the remaining 32 are by a wide variety of other manufacturers. In South Africa, we have Mesa, we have others, Intel Classmate, and many other companies that have made. So since the percentages bob up and down by 2% each month, I have rounded up that those percentages to the nearest 2%. So those are companies manufacturing computers, which I thought that is important for you to know who makes them, what's popular, what has changed, how do you buy, and a lot more about